How's it going, Co?
Oh, just another day in paradise, mate. You know that. Like, oh man, I was super happy when that point came up. Look, I think we're all of the same mind of a fair day's pay for a fair day's work, and it's a pretty cruisy job when most of the stuff is already filmed for you.
Yes. Yes.
So
And
naturally, you got to turn them into overnight millionaires.
yes, guys, if you don't remember, we did a great interview. We didn't do the interview, but we played a clip from the Haim Saban interview where he basically talked about putting up $500,000 to buy the rights of tokusatsu and try to sell it in America. And he was successful 8 years into it, man. What do you think about his level of determination? You know, could you speak to that, Co?
I mean, like, you can't be half pregnant going into these things, right? Like, I mean, if you really want, you only get out what you put in. And it was a point that you made a mention of. It's easier to say that you weren't given what you were due when you put absolutely nothing up.
Exactly.
I mean, like, of course, being a leader like Saban is hard. Just ask everyone who isn't one. Like, you don't. I mean, you don't command a ship like that with weak leadership. And like, you hear similar stories about George Lucas and a lot of that. Like, oh yeah, nah, really should have given a handout to everyone. God, just imagine the kind of guy Saban would have been if someone gave him a handout back in the day. Like, imagine the kind of guy that Lucas would have been had he have been given a handout back in the day.
Oh,
it's just, suddenly someone gets God mode, then everyone can get it. I just channel a bit of Captain Jack Sparrow in that regard. It's that sort of thinking that got us into this mess.
Oh, holy shit.
Everyone's a winner.
How do you just easily cook all the time?
Because the funny thing is that a lot of the things that people are complaining about come full circle, and they actually end up being the things that they start advocating for. Like, you got to be like, look at the artist thing that's going on right now. No, you got to be self-made. All right, you got to be none of this AI stuff and all of that. But then it slowly comes back around that, yeah, like, a lot of people are starting to cut corners like that. And then if you really start to tug at that thread, everything starts falling apart. I'm willing to bet a lot of their favorite things have dabbled in it at least once or twice. It's just the nature of the beast. It's where it's going. We didn't really see the big kickback, when matte paintings got replaced with green screens and blue screens. I mean, I'm sure that there were people screaming about that. I think the line in the sand, though, is using it to solely create a project. Yeah, okay. I think everyone, by and large, can agree on that.
Yeah.
That's the textbook definition of putting nothing up and getting everything in return.
Yes, and put nothing up and get everything in return. That reminds me of this AI-esque merchandise, where they're basically like, hey, we want 35% of the proceeds for basically what we discovered can easily be a prompt in ChatGPT.
But this is the thing that gets me about these pictures that's on this merch. Like, even if they were hand-drawn, like, they're not very good. Man, like at all. Like, even if they were done for real, like, that's the sort of Funko Pop nonsense that's been shoved down people's throats for like the last 20 years. Like, it doesn't look like a high commemorative art that you'd be glad to wear. Like, this looks like, the merch counter at a holiday store. Like, the way that they were talking it up, this is very poor for what they were saying about it. Like, in honor of JDF. Like, when you say that, I'm expecting something pretty big.
Yeah, in honor of JDF, we're gonna use some generated.
You're talking some big words there. Like, yeah. All right. But like, what does it even say? Like, power legacy. Like, all right, we got a bit of White Ranger, we got angel wings on a Saba sword. Okay. All right.
It's safe to say you're not supporting the new AI art coming from the JDF family.
Yeah, 100%. And again, I'm gonna back that. Like, even if that was a legit drawing, like, it's not very. What's commemorative about it? Like, I'm not seeing what everyone else would if it was real.
All right. Let's switch gears. Let's get to your favorite topic.
Let's do it. Aaron. Don't go anywhere. You're next. Oh,
Uh,
I tell you, man.
what are
Every
your
time this
thoughts?
bloke rocks up, oh, here we go. Strap in and strap up. Um, well, when Aaron dips into AI, just to finish off the AI thing, is that as far as he's concerned, a million saved is a million earned.
True.
So, yeah. I mean, like, gone are the days of spending, 30 grand on a suit. We're not doing that anymore. We'll just generate one on the cheap, and if it works, it works.
Yeah, he is Mr. King of cutting corners. He's still using one special effects guy. I can't imagine there's some team that worked on Legend of the White Dragon if everyone said the special effects were bad.
See,
Um,
and that's the thing I can't understand. You got one special effects guy. Now, if Bat and the Sun is the production studio that he would have you believe, like, well, when a business grows, so does its employment. Like everything, it gets big. How is it only a one-man team when it's had exchanges of big money? I don't get that.
well, technically, it's him and his father, so two-person
Oh
team.
that explains everything not coming out on time. Between the two of
Oh
them.
man,
Like,
yeah,
you've got the
yeah.
blind leading the blind,
Pretty,
in that
pre-
regard.
pretty much, man. It is a circle jerk of you're the best son ever, you're the best dad ever. There's no type of criticism going back and forth between them whatsoever. Are you looking forward to the Aaron Schoenke sex scene?
Uh, Absolutely, I am. I wonder if he's going to have about as much enthusiasm in that scene as he does doing White Dragon updates. You know how he'll like mumble off a comment? Yeah, it's tough, man. It's like, I wonder if he's going to be like that, or if he's going to show the recent enthusiasm we've been seeing about his Kickstarter updates. Oh, super excited, guys. We've got that first one unlocked. When has he ever spoken like that about White Dragon? Like, even before the first missed release date, I don't think he ever talked about it like that.
That is
I
a
want to know,
great observation, man.
which version of Aaron are we going to get in the sex scene? Because if we get the no pulse one, I reckon Oscar award right there, man. He can name his price if that's what we get.
Bro, I do not think it's going to be any Oscar consideration for Legend of the White Dragon, let alone Aaron's performance, man. He better hope he's probably hoping for a Razzie Award.
He's
Uh,
got a lot more on the table now than worst actor, that's for sure. His acting performance is the least of his concerns.
oh
At,
man.
at the moment there, yeah, man, the industry is forever changing, mate. You know that, coming from the guy who's not in the industry.
yo, he always talks about people don't know what it takes to put out a movie. I'm like, obviously you don't either, man, because you've never put a movie out. So we really need to find an expert who's actually put a movie out to actually educate us on what it takes to put a movie out, because that ain't it.
See, that's why I started calling it Dragon Prime the musical. Like, because Dragon Prime's the star attraction of the film. Like, we all know that. And with Sean Schoenke doing the music, I mean, what else can it be? It's Dragon Prime the musical, right? Is what we're getting. It's not going to be Legend of the White Dragon. So yeah, the sex scene, that's going to be an interesting one. And just on that real quick, I think the only action movie that has ever had a sex scene that has ever worked was the original Terminator. And the funny thing about that is, without that love scene, the movie almost completely falls apart, because then there's no John and then there's no stakes. Every other time they've done it, it's just been garbage. Like, Steven Seagal whacks it in every movie that he's in, and it's just trash. The only time it's ever worked is in Terminator. But now, Shonky's going to crack the code now.
Oh, I do not. Oh my goodness, I don't think Shonky is going to crack the code, man. If the rumors are true that Vera is just a cover for his sexuality, then what? Like, you got a guy who's not sexual acting like some overly sexual guy in the movie. I don't know how that's going to translate.
See, this suddenly stopped being about a fun little project that Jason wanted to do that was, where he might have liked to have taken the Tommy character. It's literally all boiled down to Shonky coital debates now online. I can't for the life of me believe.
This
but
is
at the
so
same
true.
Like that's where it's at. Not is Eric Reed like what's going to happen to the character? Like, are there mechs in this like Zords? None of that. People aren't talking about anything pertaining to the story whatsoever. It's all boiled down to this now. Wow.
Holy that is so true. Guys, that's 100% true. No one really mentions like, oh, it was Jason's last movie. Everyone mentions how this is Aaron Schoenke's last hurrah.
It stopped being about Jason a long time ago. That's the rough pill that everyone needs to swallow.
Damn.
Unfortunately, like it's not. It's a movie featuring him, and there's every excuse under the sun why he's in it less and less. See, that's the problem. See, because like one of the comparisons I see a lot of people make between Aaron Schoenke and George Martin is that, well, George Martin has a whole bunch of excuses as to why A Song of Ice and Fire will never be finished. You know, it's his age. It's the fact that Game of Thrones beat him to it. It's the fact that he's working in television now. House of the Dragon is now a thing. Everyone's right as to why they will never see, Winds of Winter and A Dream of Spring. They're all 100% right. Aaron doesn't really have any of that. Well, he does in the sense of what White Dragon is going to be. And that is, it's because Jason left us. And it won't be, I made the movie about me because he died. It'll be, that's what he will be saying, but he'll be using the right words to get your heartstrings about it. Oh, when Jason left us, we did the best we could, and it'll be that. And the worst thing about it, it's not the spruiking Jason for money thing that's starting to annoy me anymore. It's the fact that Jason really has, as far as Batman and the Sun is concerned, is boiled down to just a convenient excuse for everything. Well, why is this held up? Oh, well, Jason's not here, and what we wanted to do was, why isn't this moving ahead? Well, I was talking about Jason, a couple of months before he went. Like, it's just a constant excuse for everything. Like, that just rubs me up the wrong way in a very rapid way. Like, oh, why didn't you go live last night, Aaron? Oh, yeah, well, I was thinking about Jason, and, I just wasn't really feeling it. Like, it's everything.
No.
For everything. It's just an excuse.
You are the Aaron Schoenke whisperer, man. You nail him all the time. All the time.
I don't know. See, and that was one of the things before I cammed up for the first time. A lot of people were under, the rumors went from I was Johnny on Bosch to I was Kyle Higgins to I was someone in Aaron's camp. I don't know Aaron personally whatsoever, but I know the type very well. I've seen that kind many, many times. They're everywhere in Hollywood, and the last thing it needs is another Aaron Schoenke running around trying to recreate their childhood. And with him saying, in regards to the rewards, have people receive their rewards? And we know the digital copies, there's no way in hell you got a better shot at getting that toy percentage from Saban than Aaron releasing a digital copy. There is no way in hell, no way knowing. You've got a better shot against Saban, mate. You heard that here.
Oh, man.
And the funny thing about that is Deoxy made a very good point, and that was if someone had their rewards, they would like to show that off because they would be pretty rare at this point. Like the helmets, did the helmets get it sent out? Sometimes Aaron will say yay or nay, and he'll kind of retcon his answer a little bit. The fact that you type up White Dragon, aside from your channel and Deoxy and, the greatest hits, you covered a few people who've uploaded statuses talking about how they won't support Bat in the Sun. White Dragon is still held up. You get a few people who say negatively that are totally unrelated to any of the channels that we frequent. You don't find anyone talking about their rewards. And not only that, people who are like toy collectors, you don't see White Dragon helmets on the shelf or anything. You don't even see it in passing anywhere. That tells you everything.
Yeah.
There's not even a physical frame poster of the White Dragon anywhere on anyone's wall behind them. There's none of that apart from Aaron's.
All right.
So there you go, man. There's none of that out there.
That was great, Co, man. Any final words, man?
Yeah, I'm super happy that there's no more steam left in the locomotive for the Kickstarter. I'm glad, and I still think that Batman Shredder beatdown thing. I don't know. I'm fully expecting there to be a ton of excuses as to why that doesn't come out on time. Because, the industry's forever changing. Distribution deals not locked down. I don't know why anyone would think it was easy. Well, clearly you did. But yeah, no, I'm glad to see that. Yeah, no, that's very encouraging. That is a win, is what that is. I don't know what was, the more silly thing. The fact that he was going to double dip in White Dragon supporters again, or the fact that he was going to sucker in a whole new crowd of would-be White Dragon supporters to get him another million.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know, but I anticipate there will be another Kickstarter after this one.
Absolutely, because if you can't get the stretch goals to count the next 15 beatdowns, well, what do you do then? Well, I can get away with spruiking one of them at a time. So when this one comes out, does its revenue and whatever on YouTube, give it a couple of months, then just do another one for 25 grand and just keep rinse and repeating until that dries up.
Yeah, I think the next one will be for 15 grand. I think it'll be less. I'm telling you. Like, all it takes is him to put out some new content. No one was really buying into his Vera, his soft corn, Daphne and Velma thing that he ended up putting on his wife's spicy channel. He couldn't get that many views on YouTube. He said 1 million overall social medias. He used to just only count YouTube metrics. Now it's
for a channel that's at like what 2.5 million or whatever Bat in the Sun is. I mean, those live streams, you can hear crickets chirp, man. Like, there's like 100 people, and most of them are just us tuning in to see what the excuse is this week.
Oh, well, he's blocked everybody. He's blocked all of his supporters. So the people who would normally watch, like the people who talk, are the people who support you. A lot of creators don't see it like that. They say, "Oh, they're just being negative." Like, don't block those people because that's your audience.
I'm telling you right now, mate, when that first comment section is disabled comes up, I want everyone to remember my name because I said that was coming. He is this. If you had a bee with a smaller than average dick, that's how close he is to doing that. There's too many rebels. Enough of this insubordination. But that's my prediction, man. I want everyone to give me credit on that.
All right. There you have it, guys. Ko said he's going to disable the comment section coming up, man.
Take it easy, mate. It was an awesome stream.
Awesome. Thank you, Ko. Always good to have Heim Saban supporters up here, man, because they be kicking my back in every time I say it.